Hey guys, Chris here. Just wanted to bring you guys a quick video showing you some of the new footage for the brand new ride set to open on March 4th at Hollywood Studios in Florida, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That is still a very tongue-twisting type of name to say for a ride, but regardless, I'm really excited for this ride. It's finally a brand new dark ride to hit the parks. I'm still really eager for it to hit Disneyland, so until then, we still have to wait. But I wanted to show you guys this footage and maybe kind of go over it, see if we see any Easter eggs or anything like that, and just bring it to you guys here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting the exact video of what I'm watching up in the corner so you guys can see it at the same time. And after we've watched the video the first time, we'll kind of go over the video, kind of dissect the video and see what we find, maybe any hidden Easter eggs or anything like that. And then I'll just kind of give you guys my thoughts. So I do have my computer set up right here in front of me, so let's go ahead and pop it up on the screen for you guys now, and let's take a look at this footage.
What could possibly go wrong?
Wow, okay, that was pretty cool. I'm a little bit surprised at how good that looks so far. I'm gonna go ahead and start the video at the beginning just so we can kind of go through it frame by frame and see what we can find on here. Obviously, first frame that you see coming to this video is the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway sign for the actual attraction. The fact that this thing lights up is really cool. I've seen some pictures of it at night and it looks really cool lit up. It's got the neon signs. It definitely reminds me of like old school style signage that they used to have. I think in the movie Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, like that's the kind of signage that this reminds me of, like back in the 80s. So it's nice to see that kind of come back to a brand new attraction. Something that I noticed about the sign too is as you are looking at it, the hands on both Mickey and Minnie go up and down as if they're waving to you guys as you're coming in the attraction. Nice little touch that I saw there. And then of course, as the attendees come to the opening of the ride, one thing I want to mention is I'm pretty sure for a fact it's not going to look anything like that. It's going to be a jungle once that ride opens. If you don't have a fast pass, that standby line probably is going to have plenty of tape to have you guys go crisscross and zigzag and everything. There's no way it's going to be that peaceful. I understand they're doing it for a promo video, but I just wanted to point that out. Another cool thing that I do want to point out too is the movie poster style thing that they have for the actual attraction. So if we get a little bit closer, which I'll zoom in right here, you guys can see there's Minnie and Mickey in their car. Pluto is behind them with a picnic basket. Then you can see Goofy in the background on the train. And I can see actually there's 4 other characters that are with them. And those look like the Dapper Dans. Or maybe they're called the Dapper Goofs. I really don't know. But they all basically are wearing the Dapper Dan outfit. One thing I can appreciate too is the fact that the actual name and title at the bottom of the poster is actually very reminiscent of the old school Mickey cartoons that we used to watch as kids. Basically, the Mickey Mouse name would pop up and then of course it would be the name of the episode. So the name of the episode, which is the actual attraction, is Perfect Picnic. I'm pretty sure this perfect picnic that they're assuming is gonna happen is probably not gonna happen. And there's probably going to be some kind of mayhem or pandemonium that occurs during this attraction. Next thing we get is the actual ride itself, and I'm extremely happy to see how bright everything is with the fluorescents and the black lights. As you guys can tell, the greens pop, the purples pop, the whites pop, and it looks beautiful just by looking at the video and the stills itself. I'm actually really happy about the brightness of everything, because normally with dark rides you only see certain parts of the ride that are blown up with the black light because they want to show the emphasis on that particular area. But the way that this is lit up, it seems like everything is supposed to be the emphasis of this ride. So that's really cool and exciting. As we move a little bit more forward, we can see that in the background in the hills, you actually see Minnie and Mickey entering that red Corvette style car that Mickey's driving. And what I'm assuming is that road that they're driving on is the road that we're actually going to be seeing them take when we get to the part with Goofy and the train. I don't know if you guys can see it too well in the video, but I'll kind of zoom in as best as I can for you guys. But right after Minnie and Mickey leave, there are actually a couple characters that show up right after them. And from what I can tell, it seems like it's the Dapper Dans, or the characters that they have representing the Dapper Dans. Now, something really cool that I saw that I wanted to point out is right when you go into the bridge area, right above the arches is a small plaque, and it says 1928. A really cool Easter egg about that is 1928 is the date that Steamboat Willie actually came out, which was technically Mickey Mouse's first cartoon. The next scene that we see is actually Minnie and Mickey in the car pulling up to the side of the train where Goofy's at. I do want to touch on the actual projections that are on Mickey and Minnie's face. From what I can tell, the projections look pretty amazing. It looks very, very smooth. What I like about it best, it's not just a still figure with the projection mapped on its face. The actual figure itself is moving. So Minnie and Mickey are moving in that car, and the projections are basically moving with it. I really think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty innovative. I would like to see more of that maybe in future rides if they're going to be doing something like that, just because I feel it gives it more of a real effect to the ride itself.
That was great. What could possibly go wrong?
Famous last words by Goofy, what could possibly go wrong, right? As far as the train itself, from what I can tell, once we get past the section with Mickey and Minnie in the car, there's only a small box of the train which is in front of you where Goofy is showing on the TV screen. So you don't actually get to see the full train yet. I'm hoping once we get a little bit further into the ride that we get to see a full-scale train. And I'm also kind of hoping that we get to see a projection-style Goofy like the same way that they have Minnie and Mickey. Right now, it's kind of like just a cheesy TV screen, so it's nothing crazy. At one point in the actual video, when it gets to a certain angle, you do see the top of Goofy's head cut off from the edge of the TV screen. So I feel like that kind of takes away from the experience, and it reminds you that you're just looking at a TV versus like an actual character. Regardless though, in this section, from what I can see, it's kind of like the tunnel that a train would go through, and everything looks really cool. The lighting effects, the rocks on the side of the walls, the actual train cart itself looks really cool too. I love how it pops up with the purple. I'm just really hoping that the rest of this ride is just as beautiful, and I'm really, really eager to see what the whole Dapper Dans thing is going to be about. I really wonder what their point in the story or the attraction is going to be, because I don't think I've ever seen a ride or heard about a ride that's actually incorporated the Dapper Dans. So that's really nice to see that they're getting some type of recognition. So as far as the video, I didn't see anything else that kind of popped up in front of me. So if there's something else that you noticed or that you heard about or you read about that I didn't talk about, let me know in the comments below, and then that'll tell me to go back to the video so I can watch it and I can actually see what you guys are talking about. Now, as far as the video, that is the whole video that they have available for the preview of that ride. So it's only 30 seconds. I'll link it down in the description below if you guys want to check it out. But from what we can see, it looks like a very bright and beautiful ride so far. I'm really excited to see what the storyline is going to be. I'm really excited to see what characters are going to be involved in this ride. One thing I want to mention too also is that there was a post that came up from the Disney blog. It's from their Twitter account of this little bird called Chubby, and I'll put a picture right up here so you guys can see it. So Chubby is apparently going to be one of the birds that's going to be part of the ride itself. I don't know if it's going to be like a companion or like a guide throughout the whole thing, or what this bird's role is going to be, or maybe it's just a cute bird that they're going to have on the ride. Don't know yet, so I guess we'll have to see what happens. But that is something that I did see too when it came to it. I'm excited to see what kind of merch is going to be available once the ride opens. Also to see if there's going to be any type of specialty food, because obviously you guys know food makes the world go round. As far as the ride opening, it is actually set to open on March 4th in Florida in Hollywood Studios, which is actually 2 days from the day I'm recording this. And then in Disneyland, it's actually not going to open until 2022. So we have a long time until it hits Disneyland, but that gives us more of a reason to go to Florida and go on that ride. All in all, I'm really excited for this ride. I'm really excited to get a brand new dark ride, which I feel Disney really needed, because all the other rides back at Disneyland and Disney World are very, very old style, and I feel like something new really needed to happen, especially with the dark ride scene. What I'd like to know too is, what do you guys think about this ride? Are you guys excited for it? Are you not excited for it? What did you see in this video that you're excited for? Or what are you expecting? Let me know in the comments down below and let's chat about it. But guys, that is all the time we have for this video. So if you enjoy it, please make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, turn those notifications so whenever we upload a video or we go live, you get notified. If you haven't checked us out on Patreon, definitely do so. We always love the support that we get on there. Huge thank you to our friends right over here for supporting us on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for all the help. Finally, if you're not following us on social media, everything's under It's the Duo with 2 O's. From Casa del Duo, bringing you a brand new video. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.